But as I look at this NBA, MLB landscape, it's going to be a monster, man. The Cleveland Indians looking like they're about to get jack rolled. We got games going on right now. This is the top of the second. One hit apiece. The Indians and it's the end of the second. Indians and Astros, end of the second. The Yankees will be on tonight. Hopefully they'll smash them clowns from Boston. Sorry to people from Boston. You know what? There ain't really a lot of y'all listening, no way. And if you know what, listen if you like. I'm gonna still dish your city just because you're supporting this show. Don't mean I ain't gonna dish your city. I just don't like your city, man. I've been there. It's pretty whack. It's pretty small. I ain't really messing with Boston. Holla at your boy, man. It's the End of the Bench podcast. That's how we do it. We ain't really feeling Boston. The bench warmers might be feeling Boston, but the host ain't feeling Boston. And again, y'all, I want y'all to go to my page, look at the episodes, look up the Tracy Murray interview. You're going to like it. You can also follow the show on Instagram. You can follow the show, you can follow the show on YouTube. Listen to everything on YouTube. It is segmented out just in case you don't have a whole lot of time. You can break that whole Tracy Murray interview down, or any show that we've had. I also post videos with my opinion, this in the whole sports world. That's how your boy get that. Well, with that being said, let me move on to the next page. MLB is capturing our attention, people. If you don't want to deal with this MLB thing, you really tripping. You cheating yourself. You're not a real sports fan. And you know what? And I'm going to get on that a little bit later, man. Real sports fans. I need to slow down. Maybe I might got to stop smoking weed or something, man, because I'm moving too fast. But we're gonna talk about that a little later. Sports fans versus people who are casually has sports got to the point where we are pop culture now. We're gonna talk about that a little later. But anyway, man, allow me to go right into this whole NBA preseason situation. You got LeBron James making waves in LA. You got look all the LeBron haters. Where were they at? Where y'all at? LeBron haters. Check one, check two. Any LeBron haters on deck? You know what? I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If you hate LeBron James, 773-797-2409, 773-797-2409. Holla at your boys, the End of the Bench podcast. But back to the NBA. The NBA preseason is on point, man. LeBron James and everybody, they doing that thing. It's been a pretty good situation out there in LA, man. A lot of people anticipate them imploding. But the big news of the week is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving made the proclamation, hey, I'm going to stay in Boston if they'll want me. Now, the question is, if you Boston, do you really want Kyrie Irving? That's the real question. Look, the man is all HMO, man. Every year the homie Kyrie Irving is injured. People love to draw a direct connection to injury and Chicago's own Derrick Rose. I'm not finna look out for our homeboy. Derrick Rose is Chicago born and bred. Y'all know where he's from. But at the end of the day, here's the question. Ain't Kyrie Irving hurt more than Derrick Rose? I mean, because look, the first 3 years of Derrick Rose's career, he missed the traditional 1 or 2 games with the rolled ankle, whatever you gonna miss 1 or 2 games for. But hey, man, I would argue with anybody who listening that Kyrie Irving is all HMO for the NBA, man. Every time I see the homie Kyrie Irving, he always hurt. Now, Kyrie Irving is a dynamic scorer. He was the first player picked in the draft. Yada 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 yada. But if you the Boston Celtics, do you really want the homie Kyrie? Let's be honest. Do you want Kyrie Irving on your team if you are the Boston Celtics? Let me understand, and if you do, explain to me why. Because look, Kyrie Irving made the okay, saying you want to be a part of a team for life is usually a death sentence. From Joe from Houston, he's made out of Ritz crackers. I don't know if he made out of Ritz. He might be made out of saltines. Ritz kind of good, but no, I'm just tripping. But yeah, I agree with both. That's like when hey Joe, since you said that is really the sports equivalent of the owner saying the coach has our back. We have 100% faith in the coach. Soon as they say that, oh, Ritz Crackers, yeah, that is funny. Anthony Aquarius in the building. But that is the death sentence. When you say, I want to be here forever, either you get hurt or they trade your ass shortly thereafter. Now, y'all always equate injuries to the homie Derrick Rose. Kyrie rookie year, 51 games. His next year, 59 games. 71 games the year after that. 75 the year after that. 53 the year after that. 72 year before last. Last year, 60. Y'all talking about Derrick Rose always hurt. This dude is hurt like a mofo, man. This man getting everything out his insurance, man. I mean, damn, man. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on the brother, but don't be telling me that Derrick Rose is always hurt. Kyrie Irving ain't played a full season yet. You know, y'all be, see, again, this is like everybody be always want that LeBron smoke, but y'all don't really want that LeBron smoke, because look, I'm looking at this. Derrick Rose, 81 games, 80 games, 78. Then he played 39. Then he missed the entire season. Then he played 10. Then he played 51, 66, 64, 7. Oh no, that's 7 games. And then he missed. And then he played 9 games with Minnesota. So Derrick Rose, it ain't like he is he's a perfect example of how to play how to start an NBA career. But like you said, he ain't played a full season since high school. Joe from Houston said it. So this is what I was talking about when I was talking about Kevin Durant about a week ago. Everybody always, I ain't getting enough credit. Ain't none of y'all getting no blame like that boy from Akron. Like the homie Shannon Sharp said, born December 30th, 1984. LeBron gets criticized for not playing 82 games, but he played 75. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. This man is in the top in minutes and all that, but this is not going to be a LeBron James referendum. I'm not even going to turn into that. I'm just saying, is Kyrie the dude you want on your team? Especially, is Kyrie the dude you want on your team, and when he only played 60 games out of the 82 and did play any in the playoffs, and you made it to the conference finals? Do you really commit $190 million to that? And by the way, how about this? Here goes something else, y'all. Kyrie Irving is saying he's going to stay in Boston. You notice ain't nobody talking about going to get Jimmy Butler no more. Jimmy Butler's he's still on the trading blocks. People, stop telling me this dude Jimmy Butler. Man, he the man. He is a man, but he's not the man. Miss me with that, man. Jimmy Butler is a very good complimentary player. You know, if you, like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, man, historically, if you want me to name a couple people Jimmy Butler is, I give him to you, man. He Ricky Pierce. Ain't nobody building no team around Ricky Pierce. He Rolando Blackman, the man Gerald Wilkins type, a Michael Cooper type. You know, some dudes who was good, but ain't a whole lot of people. You know what? He might not even be Ricky Pierce, but Ricky Pierce had a long, fruitful career and he was giving out work to everybody. But hey, Jimmy Butler is a solid ball player. He's a Gerald Wilkins. He's a John Starks. He's that type. But Jimmy, you know, this is what the league has come to. I told y'all, they deal away. It's just like the NBA is a microcosm of America. And what I mean by that is this. There's no middle class in the NBA anymore. You know, it used to be a hierarchy. When I started watching basketball, there was a hierarchy. It was the Doctor. It was George Gervin, Moses Malone, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, that group. Then up under them, it was Isaiah Thomas, Charles Barkley, The Dream. You know, and they were still royalty. You know what I mean? They wasn't at the top of the food chain, but there wasn't nobody eating off of them either. Then you broke it on down to the Danny Ainges, the Bobby Jones, the Mark Aguirres, you know, Dominique Wilkins. Danny Ainge wasn't in that. Sorry, excuse me. I apologize to to Dominique Wilkins and Mark White for even mentioning Danny Ainge in that same sentence. Slap the hell out of me. Hey, if my man, Angry Black Man, Doc Bell, listening, nominate me for Fish Eye Fool for mentioning Danny Ainge and Isaiah, and those guys. But y'all get the point. There was a hierarchy. Jimmy Butler is on that Danny Ainge level. He's on that Robert Pack level. He's not that guy. You know what? Jimmy Butler ain't Eddie Jones. I'm through talking about it. So Jimmy, man, you need to find you someplace to hoop and cool the hell out, because ain't nobody building. Hey, Joe from Houston and Anti Aquarius, either one of y'all listening, y'all building a team around Jimmy Butler. Or if anybody else in the chat room, anybody building a team around Jimmy Butler, and y'all know if I had it, I'm gonna bring that sound effect with that Cinderella Danny Dane soundtrack. When you go, stepdad, may I before you can finish? Hell no, he replied. Hell no, ain't nobody starting no team with Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler nice, he decent, but ain't nobody trying to do that. Not nobody with no fucking sense. Nobody with no fucking sense trying to start no team with Jimmy Butler. He a nice ball player. He's a great complimentary piece, but there's nobody in the world saying, Nas, been there, done that. Exactly. The Bulls been there. They didn't done that. The man plays some good D. He plays some great D. He give you 18, 20 points a night. That's a very good ball player on the Robert Reed side of the game. The man ain't Marcus Johnson. The man ain't Vince Carter. He ain't I can go down the list of the he ain'ts. The man is a low-key Nick Anderson. He run around here Nick Anderson status, man. Hopefully he won't miss no free throw, man. I ain't gonna do that. Chicago in the building. But I got mad love for the brother, man. But it's just Jimmy Butler running around here. People talking about Jimmy Butler like, hey, man, if you add Jimmy Butler, you're going to have to add somebody else. That's what you're going to have to do. If you add Jimmy Butler, you're going to have to add somebody else with him, because he ain't built like that. The man is a ferocious competitor. He the type of dude you want on your team, but you're not building no team around Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry. The man, I won't be dudes to be in the locker room like me, and they ain't focused enough. Now, he got the status to tell Wiggins, hey, man, you need to give me some go ahead on. You need to be working a little hard. I get that, but we finna build our team around Jimmy Butler. Said by no GM in the history of anything, that anybody who ain't related to him is not saying that, man. And it's no slight against Jimmy Butler, great ball player, but when they start talking about the Hall of Fame, they gonna say Jimmy Butler about 5 slots before they say H-Rap B. For real, man. I got the same rep in the street. In the streets Hall of Fame, I'm Jimmy Butler, man. He might be a little better than me on the streets, but y'all know what I mean, man. Jimmy Butler is just nice. He's not that guy. He's not that guy, man. I'm looking him up right now on basketballreference.com. Since y'all some run and read the stats type of guys, we're gonna do this. We're gonna look up Jimmy Butler's probability of Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame probability, 17%. You know what that means? Man, hell nah. Now, if you add him with Dwayne Wade and go down to Miami, Pat Riley might take on another stupid ass contract down there and piss off the people in Florida who like basketball, because you don't really need him. Jimmy Butler's the type of dude. You know what Jimmy Butler would be best served in San Antonio? With a bunch of other guys who on the gorilla side, who could make things. Nah, they got a bunch of. They used to have a bunch of gorillas down there, but they got a bunch of chimpanzees down there now. So they got a bunch of spider monkeys down there now. But yeah, Jimmy Butler be actually, man, for real. While he talking about he don't want to play with the Kane, hey man, he might be best served there. He'll do good in Boston. He'll do good up in since he went to Marquette, he need to be trying to get his black ass up there to Milwaukee, man. There you go, Milwaukee, Jimmy Butler. They can play the song, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Otherwise, Jimmy, man, you can give me some go ahead on with that, Jimmy Butler.